Nothing has ever been done for him in his life. He has never gone viral. Ever. He's never been talked about like this before in his life. Contains nothing. You dig? He was last seen in Suma as an example. People were comparing him to Jay when he said that. Have you heard? You dig? And I don't want to discuss other people's careers, so let's get to the NAS. Okay, huh? I do not know how to have conversation with him. Would you like to talk? That is something we can also have and enjoy. You dig? As if I don't truly care. I previously told you I used to want to dress like Nas since he had a lot of new stuff that hustlers wore and we used to see him on television. He produced one of the worst albums of all time. In high school, Hey had a barbecue and enjoyed it. So I am a big fan of N. But he kind of lost me after Bell's movie Belly, and like 3 decades of hip-hop tradition. May be remembered as a rubber band with just one stray boast on a laid-back podcast. Dipset's Capo Jim claims that Jones Nas' name is no longer mentioned on the streets. TikTok loops the video. A matter of minutes. To watch the timeline burn, 50 Cent pulls a long-forgotten Shin Sharp. An ESPN veteran calls out Lead in a federal transcript. Why did you hear a single sentence from someone significantly more powerful than Nas Spark? Whispers 22-5 will see incomplete indictments, gym challenges, and wiretap rumors. We are going to go beyond the headlines tonight and untangle 23 years of hatred, quiet chess moves, and an explosive receipt that disappeared. From Instagram in less than an hour. Stay tuned, since the only person with true power in this drama could Beatty. Quietest participant could be a subpoena issued before dawn or a scathing plummet. Jim Jones did more than just cause trouble. The soon he Lindy turned the entire kitchen upside down, facing Fat Joe, and Jadakiss asked whether he is ranked higher than the current audience is feeling nauseated. Kids under the age of 22 have no idea who Nas is. Kapal gave a smirk. I have a larger influence. A screen capture went viral on TikTok while the sound engineer was still composing Theprogram. 8 hours and 2 million views. Check my entries, and then check his. The caption yells. Jones was already well known on X when the podcast was aired. Common threads yelled louder than Dipson's phrase. Days later, 2002, Jim increased his efforts on Nightcap with Shannon Sharp, saying that his hooks moved the streets in real time. Libraries are moved by nausea. Sharp's eyebrows rose. You smoke a fantasikapusum. Jones may have laughed a little before pasting his Billboard data on the table. The brag was more than just self-serving. Jens's ear scrolling for pandemonium was the target of a marketing grenade. Hall of Fame and was not about to give up Queensbridge's championship so quickly. Verbal Shannon Sharp prefers to scrimmage. The peaceful interview suddenly deteriorated into nighttime battle. Sharp mocked the influence of the Jones catalog. You do not have it outside of the tri-state area. This song has become a trademark. Jones fired Sharp's clothing. You request money for the construction fund while dressed as Ada Khan. The audience thoroughly enjoyed it. On the set, Sharp flexed a 50-pound dumbbell, allowing Capo to counter your boast. Jim he reacted with a pull-up video, shot on the stairwell of a Harlem project. Strengthen the core and cardio. I'll smoke you anything you want, by Dawn. The hashtags #pop and #Bentori had 50,000 usages. However, there was a deeper sadness beneath the humor. Jones is dwarfed by Sharp's broadcast platform, causing the story to lose steam. Sharp was already in the spotlight for a 2025 lawsuit about contract conflicts with his streaming. The network exacerbated the problem. Every Jones-related meme drew cable news viewers into the feud. Furthermore, one woman's hustler turned media magnate counted clicks like Pence, while the sports community protein smoothies were a topic of contention. Curtis 50 given Jackson a wonderful present. He sells the replay after allowing opponents to destroy themselves. .50 uploaded a grainy PDF of a 2-page 2018 FBI wiretap transcript to his Instagram account shortly after Jones. The boast became viral. There is no caption, just the eyes emoji. The individual who gave gang members instructions to abuse the rainbow-haired toddler was paged to features this. The Tekashi 69 trial exhibit was promptly recognizable to the elderly. The prosecution never addressed Jim Jones. Hip-hop memory did. Blogs have taken off. Is this the voice of the mysterious Capo? The CSI enthusiasm was apparent in the fans who put Jim has been accused in conspiracy threads of making nice with detectives in order to avoid RICO time. Others argued that the argument lacked substance. 50 did not have to explain. He had already shifted the focus of conversation from influence to indictment. Suddenly, the subject of debate was not streaming from Spotify. Courtroom whispers, sealed affidavits, and the potential that unsolved issues would re-emerge in 2025 was discussed. We need to go back to a previous Hot 97 phone call that never died. Comprehend why that transcript is still relevant now. The pinnacle of mixtape mania occurred in the summer of 2002. Nas listens to Hot 97, and here's Cameron's just released song Come Home with Madame. Cam says, "Let me show you how hip-hop summer jam turns into a cold war." As Jim threatens to Kofi off of Nas' beef was for Diapit, and Nas was a bug. The conflict never fully froze, although it did cool, warm, and chill again. An Instagram jab her. One stray bar there. Let us fast forward 23 years on a fault line still sparking. With Oxygen, Jones 22.5 boasts. Comparing club sounds to Matic is like writing graffiti over a boss too. Elder Brains. Gyms are an exciting theater for younger fans who discover them initially. The generation gap fuels algorithmic flames with kerosene, resulting in millions of advertisement impressions. Jim is aware of the situation. He is employing response against using nostalgia as a streaming weapon. However, nostalgic math ignores a critical component. Nausea seldom responds. Silence can sometimes be the loudest loudness in rap, especially when a larger motion is disguised by stillness. It appears that Netflix developed the script for Tekashi's 2019 courtroom drama. The stand's hair is rainbow-colored, inexpensive speakers playing taped calls. Informants are pointing their fingers. A whispered illusion in the midst. One person has been unleashed, the Reddit detectives. They trusted Jim Jones' voice, which spurred the workforce. Their strategy for dealing with Tekashi matched their own. Capo never got any official charges in his mailbox. He denied the rumor. This is an internet-based fantasy. You all need fresh activities. However, in 2025, headlines remain focused on federal crackdowns on street gangs. Rico remains the scariest four-letter word in rap. 50 was trolling when he distributed the PDF. He was rattling a locked cage. Clout games may become actual handcuffs due of a fresh leak or an aspirational. Prosecutor. Jones sensed something. Why do you keep? His Instagram reply said, lying. Going to bed feels demeaning to a man. He boasted about his power. The audience felt nervous. The comment section became half troll, half lawyer dissertations, and participation soared. However, the silent ruler of Queensbridge insisted on using music as his soul meter. There is no association between NCR Jones and patience. While hashtags fought, he remained quiet in his trilogy about kings. Disease has already received a Grammy. The surprise publication in 2023 silenced 3 Silent Aegis critics, including Hitbo Razorbeats and Ominous Narration. Despite this, fans were still looking for the iconic DJ Premier. Collaboration was suggested by 2024's Define My Name. Premier announced in March 2025, according to a Twitch Q&A. The collaboration album was 90% finished save for a cryptic checkerboard shot named Make a Move Without Touching, resulted in an empty social media presence. A piece. However, the stream rose. The inquisitive youths of Gen approached Omatic to analyze the commotion. Each indignant cycle resulted in the printing of money for the NAS catalog. He let the computers redirect Stormflow to his Discorfy tunnels by staying silent. Hot take: hustling is beaten by quiet, calculating domination and an adult man's approach. In the meantime, Jim had no urge to appreciate poetry. He wanted pure virality, and he claimed the data validated his statement. The Jim had a 3 carousel, bicep workouts, stairwell pull-ups, and a Spotify for Artists screenshot displaying a 26% weekly jump over 2 days. Following Sharp's response, "You've already lost if you're defending. With 40 or more, I get nauseous. Free marketing is the masterclass I'm teaching." The flex got 400k clown emojis and 180k likes. Diapit's loyalists cheered. Followers of Nas referenced plaque statistics: 1 gold, 9 platinum. Mathematicians do not lie. The analysts took note. Negative engagement expands reach. But evergreen repertoire isn't affected by streaming payments at 26% of a tiny baseline. Critics questioned whether Jones was merely flipping the board or playing chess. He does sports broadcasting. Cameron even joked that Capo's influencer costs $100. Jim responded, If your mentions are nuclear, please return your money. Simple capitalism. Revenue is similar to relevance. Argue with me in the bank. However, the algorithm he uses is unpredictable. Another, the man held larger dominoes that were about to fall. The first scenario is the poetic execution. DJ Premier performs a surgical nausea verse. Long-awaited collaborative gyms that slice boast ribbons. Consider a 2025 upgrade. 32 bars. One lethal bar. No names are necessary. OGs are cheerful as stale coffee. Jones streams are cooling down. The second situation, this is the legal earthquake. The entire wiretap tape gets leaked by 50 Cent Hip. If Hop's rumor cycle is true, it will result in subpoenas. The festival bids for Live Nation pauses. Sneaker company comes to a standstill, awaiting namely, the following single faces. The radio freezes. The third scenario is that there is a media gap. Shannon Sharpe is forced to quit the air because of legal proceedings are now underway, as Nightcap is no longer playing. Jones loses her most vociferous opponent, increases his virality. He switches to Twitch combat. But lacking Sharpe's broad, the crowd responds negatively to the appeal. Ego versus evidence determines all potential future, the power of planned quietness, transcript, and toast. In background, 50 Cent watches Implitha. Folder has been primed and readied. Profit from the first card flipped. Even passersby may get money during just battle if they tweet Swiftplina. Hip-hop's ancient spirits were dancing after hearing one thoughtless. The lyric for swagger. Jim Jones staked his clicks contribute to reputation. Shannon, Sharpshade, demonstrated her broadcast reach and biceps to remind everyone why criminals are given the finest cameras, angles. 50 Cent smashed a dusty case file. Nayuz was silent the entire time. However, his flowing curvature reached the skies. Evidence for a diss track isn't always as strong quiet. A perfect Nazi. A leaked-in audio recording calling for Magnuson juries or another Jim Jones. Social stunt that instantly resets. The scorecard may all be the next episode. By 2025, history has been rewritten. When someone clicks go live, and the significance is as fragile as a screenshot, who is in charge now? Is it the art that persists across all school? The archives that leaked resitzer? An algorithm that encourages outrage? When the stillness finally breaks, it won't only disrupts the chronology, so place your bets below and ring the bell. It may reverberate in a courtroom or Beatty next great hip-hop song.